I used to cheat in Minecraft, and I stopped playing the game because of it. I haven't played...
Of course he's a cheater too!
The game developers hire corporations worth millions of dollars to prevent cheating for them. That's their only task. Don't let anybody cheat. They probably have employees on salary, they have bosses, they have supervisors. These guys probably clock in at 9 to 5 and probably studied computer science and cybersecurity for so many years in college and got their master's degree, all to get annihilated by a 17-year-old high school kid. What's your take on the ethics as far as cheating goes? Do you believe it's bad? Do you believe they have a point there or no?
I do think cheating is bad. It's very unfair for other players that are trying to play.
I hate these cheat developers. Literally saying that crime is bad, but I just crime because, you know, what else I can do? Like, hypocrite. I hate hearing these kind of stuff from the cheaters or cheat developers or whatever. Okay, should we watch this now? Oh, video game cheating has become unstoppable. Alright, let's watch it.
Video game hackers are becoming unstoppable.
What the heck? He's in the wall, dude.
Yo! What? You shot him through the floor!
In the past, it was just a cat and mouse game between the hackers and the game devs, but now there is a clear winner.
How is this not auto-flagged? Just to let everyone know, this guy has leveled up from level 1 to 19 just cheating and hasn't been banned.
And for those of you asking, the account is still not banned. It has a few skins and it has the report pin.
I've been investigating for this past week to figure out exactly why that is, diving into Discord communities and even having the chance to interview some of the biggest name cheat developers that there are, and this is one of the big...
I don't know why they keep talking to the cheat developers and giving them ego boost. I don't like it on that part, but looks like a great video on the side of editing and you know, for the entertainment for the people who watch. I can't deny that part.
biggest that make cheats for Call of Duty. How are you able to stay so undetected? Aren't you worried that one day Ricochet might catch up to you?
All Call of Duty cheats have been detected in the past. Video game cheating in general will only stop when the demand does.
How are you able to make these hacks so quickly? Before release, there's even hacks made during the alpha and the beta or directly after an update within 30 minutes.
They're all the same game, just reskinned with some minor changes. The real changes between games happen in the game mode logic. The actual inner workings of the engine don't change too much.
He is one of the biggest cheat developers.
Like, I mean, it's like an obvious thing. Like, it's not like, oh my god, that is, oh, incredible. It's like, oh my god, mind-blowing situation. It's not like that. Or I might be a little bit biased because I already like checked these kind of videos too much.
That there are, but he didn't really explain much, so I had to go and find his competitor, and this cheat developer told me everything. You as a person, like, who are you? How do you start your day? How much time do you spend on video game hacking and developing these cheats?
Just mainly testing, writing code, reverse engineering all day, and just once all that is finalized and pushing updates and then seeing customer feedback and just working from there and then seeing what else needs to be fixed.
I heard that Call of Duty takes a screenshot of your screen to make sure there's no hacks on there. Is that true? And do you have anything in place to prevent that from happening?
Call of Duty does have screenshots, but those can be easily blocked, just like CSGO has screenshot detections, but they can be blocked as well. Most of major cheats do have screenshot protection.
Do you have any like ties? Do you have any inside sources that work at either Call of Duty or the anti-cheat company that you know of personally?
He's gonna say yes, even though, who knows? Obviously, he's gonna say, huh, I got the insiders going on, huh.
I know one, and it's from a buddy of mine that also owns a major.
Like, I'm 50-50 on these kind of things. I mean, the freaking company can be corrupted and have like a freaking, you know, cheat developer helping people, obviously. And this guy might know the guy, or he might not know the guy and lying. Like, it can be anything. Just because of him, he's talking to the cheat developers, I kind of don't like the situation. But for his video, it's completely fine to do that. But personally, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's a good idea to do it.
Cheating company, he knows one guy. Last I heard, he got paid like 10-20 grand around that area to leak a certain file. It's called a PDB file. Yeah, that kind of very sensitive data gets leaked to major cheating companies so they can get around like Ricochet and they can do stuff like that.
You don't have to tell me.
That kind of thing happened a lot in Korean games too. I will tell you like one story real quick. There was a dude who plays an MMORPG, and then in that MMORPG, he became one of the devs because he worked hard and then like he played the game a lot. And then as a dev, he started to generate like legendary items for himself and then keep selling it to normal people and earning money out of it. Literally, that kind of corrupted person can be on any company, and this cheat developer guy might be telling the truth, and I guess it's interesting for the people who never knew about it.
Your personal numbers unless you're comfortable, but how much on average would somebody that has a nice following and a nice player base make off of creating and developing cheats for a game like Call of Duty?
We started 2019 for Call of Duty. My numbers in the past couple years have definitely been over the millions.
Keep this money in like cryptocurrency, or is it just like right to your bank?
I do hold most of it in either Litecoin or Bitcoin or a lot of crypto wallets. There's taxes, there's all that stuff. So
Like, okay, I'm kind of changing a little bit of a mind. It's like you are doing an interview with a scammer. Scammer is being like, hi, I make millions, I make like this much bitcoins, and like I do it in this way, I have an insider, yada yada. And you guys like to watch like those kind of content, maybe talking to like an actual scammer, how they do shit, and then like they boast about it. I don't like it. It's like just giving them more ego boost and then like, you know, feeding them. I get it. They can earn that much money, but why do we have to interview that, you know? I personally don't like the idea, but I guess it can be entertaining. Maybe I should do it too. F me, man.
all that can connect you with what you're doing and also get you into trouble with Activision as well. So yeah, I do keep it in cryptocurrency, yes.
Do you tumble those cryptocurrencies to kind of like anonymize where it's coming and where it's going and stuff?
I do have a lot of middlemen, aka exchangers, that move it from crypto to actual.
See, like you can already see what they're doing is like criminal level. The criminals and scammers do have like a middleman and exchangers to not get caught. You know, like they have like double, triple layers of like exchange or like dealing with customers. They're literally saying they're criminals. And they don't get punished that much, even though they're freaking criminals, even they get caught. I already said this multiple times. I think cheat in game is like the best model for the criminals to, you know, earn much money, but at the same time will not get that much consequences. So that's why there are like really secret cheat developers who are like working super hard and getting tons of money.
US dollar, so I actually get to have that in my actual bank account. And yes. A lot of the streamers that complain about cheating are the ones cheating themselves.
What streamers? Can you give me names? Expose these.
Yeah, give me the names. They always say it and they never give me the names. Everybody's a cheater, every streamer is a cheater, but they never have actual names.
This is like a super personal question, but what's your stance?
I mean, obviously they're not gonna say their customers' names, but
the meaning of life and like why we're even here. Do you believe there's an afterlife? Do you believe in a God? Do you have any of those deeply spiritual beliefs?
I personally
what is this YouTuber guy asking? I mean, okay.
believe in any of that. I don't believe in an afterlife.
The way this hacking business operates is deep. Matter of fact, it's the same exact way that a car dealership works. First, it starts off with the developers. These guys create the cheating software usually by themselves. Then they sell this license to their software in bulk, and it's also known as key auth. You're buying a bunch of keys to this one piece of software. Normally, you have to buy like a $1,000 minimum, which might give you anywhere between 300 to 500 keys to that software. The guys that are then buying these keys are called resellers. Think of this as the car dealership instead it's
the
a
resellers.
Discord server front. Now these guys have to promote their server, try to get as many clients in, and then they sell.
These reseller guys are the guys who always contact me, who wants like like free clout from talking to me or whatever. $1,000 for 300 to 500 users.
Like a man
Wholesale,
in the middle kind of exchange, right? Where they don't make the software, they're just selling keys to it and they take a huge chunk of that profit. Now, since they're buying them in bulk, sometimes the devs actually give them their own unique branding so the software looks like it's coming from them, but in reality, it's not. Now, if you're a law-abiding citizen, you're probably thinking, doesn't that break Discord's terms of service? They're selling hacks for a game on Discord. Absolutely, you're right, it does, but that doesn't stop them. And matter of fact, it doesn't even stop their tracks for 1 minute. They already have a way to back up their whole Discord server that I'll explain in just 1 minute. First of all, regular people join their Discord server by finding links littered all over social media. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok especially is where the most prevalent. And there are videos and even live streams that I've seen on TikTok of people cheating, titled "Cheating Every Day on Call of Duty Until I Get Banned, Day 467" or something crazy like that. And you just see somebody spinning in a circle, shooting people across the map, headshot every single time, and they're still active.
That thing's kind of funny.
They're live streaming this for hours a day and even making content of this. Everybody's laughing in the comments, and the top title of their post is, "To get these hacks yourself, check out my description of my TikTok page." So when you go to the description, you find a Discord server link that you must verify with something called restorecord once you're in. Now, this is the program I was talking about that makes it so that even if your server gets nuked,
I mean, I know this is like an educational video or whatever, but he's literally introducing how to get into the cheat. I mean, if you Google it, you'll find in no time. I get it, but
terminated, or termed as they'd call it, by Discord, restorecord forces all of your new followers to rejoin your server that you just made again because you got terminated by Discord over and over again. The way that this works is because you give restorecord permission to your account that allows it to join servers on your behalf, which means that if you're in a server with 30,000 people and then Discord says, "Oh, this is cheating," delete. By the next hour, you'll be back in a new server with everybody else, all 30,000 of them, every single time. But restorecord,
so that's why Discord doesn't really like ban anyone. It's similar to BSG not banning cheaters like every single time because it's gonna get restored anyways. Like I was guessing that's what's gonna happen, but I guess it's better from somebody explaining it.
Itself are really shady. They actually are the ones that are backing up servers of CP, not safe for work videos, of horrible things you would find on Discord, the scum of Discord. They're being uplifted and held and kept alive because of restorecord. As a matter of fact, the company itself, or whatever you want to call it, just got caught a few weeks ago leaking people's IP addresses and making you pay for them on a sister domain that they
I mean, like, I don't know why people are believing in cheat developers to let them have all the IPs or just joining up there or letting them letting yourself to download those stuffs. It's obvious a guy who makes a cheat will obviously have ability to snatch your IP or snatch your like info or credit card number. And why are you freaking downloading that? You know, it's freaking not obvious. They're little criminals and they're gonna do that and they're gonna utilize that info to like yoink your money or whatever. What the heck, bro? I don't know. Maybe he's kind of talking about that.
Nothing to do with, but they clearly did. They were actually getting the IPs of people, logging them, and then selling the whole database to somebody else who was charging anybody. If you want to find I Am Lucid's IP address, just copy his Discord ID, paste it in the site, and you will see his IP address for like $5. Luckily, I've never actually used restorecord or even verified with it, so that wouldn't work for myself. Don't even try. Restorecord also shows the IP address of every single person that joins the server to the server owner, and VPNs are blocked by default, so you have to just trust the server owner isn't a douchebag and they're not going to threaten you with your IP. Look, cheating is wrong, but let's say you were to theoretically buy a cheat from one of these guys, and you were to hypothetically put the key into the cheating software that you just downloaded by accident and conceptually just press run on that software. What would actually happen to your computer? Well, you would be letting somebody that you've never met before in your life run code on your computer that is obfuscated at the kernel level. It doesn't get deeper than this. They will have full administrator access over your entire PC. How much do you trust these guys? Secondly, because
so I will like little bit lower the suspicion about this guy because he's literally telling you guys how dangerous it is to download cheats. I mean, yeah, this is what I always say. I need to watch the whole video before I criticize someone. I'm sorry for criticizing, my bad. It sounds like he's not trying to promote cheats, to me at least. We'll have to watch the whole thing though.
As you put your specific key into this cheating software, they're going to be able to tie your IP address to your Discord name, to your computer's hardware ID, and probably a whole lot more. And also, whoever has panel access to the key that you were just sold is able to see this information. Okay, well now I have to explain. Lucid, what is panel access? It's basically a web page that you log into, created by the developer of the cheat. The dev sometimes gives you access to your own panel as a reseller to control your keys and to see who's activated them. You're able to create new keys, sell keys, revoke keys, and even bind people's hardware ID to the key that you sold them, so they can't really share this key with their friends ever again. And probably a whole lot more, to be honest. But let's just say after all of these warnings I just gave you, you're like, oh shit, yo, Lucid, my finger slipped. What would that actually look like in game? I'm curious myself, so I asked one of these cheaters to show me.
Alright, you see how everything disappeared?
Yeah.
Look up there.
Oh, screenshot avoided. Oh, no way.
I promise you,
Okay, another cheater who wanted some sharing info with a YouTuber. I mean, hey.
Almost 50 to 70% of top 250 is cheating.
Press on priority. Closest to, oh, so this is the person that it shoots if there's multiple in the frame, right?
Yeah, if they're the closest to the crosshair, closest distance.
See, look, aimbot type, server silent aim, priority, closest to the crosshair, closest to the bone, closest to the distance. There's such things like this, but people keep asking, bro, why would the aimbot not directly shoot the head? Why wouldn't it do that? Why would people do that? And I'm like, bro, there's a reason for that. They don't want to get caught, or they don't want to be so blatant on the stream. Obviously, they're going to try to hide their cheat. That's why I'm trying to find the bullet bending moments or like obvious moments, but people keep talking about, why would the third shot will be the headshot only? Why won't you shoot it on the first shot? But you don't know anything about cheat. Thank you. It's a good thing that you don't know anything about cheat. But anyways.
Health, like if they have the lowest health, it will go aim on him.
Number of points, random factor, control point 1. This is super complex. Like I wonder.
Yeah, I don't even understand what it is, honestly. This cheat just came out yesterday.
That's nuts, bro. God, you're hitting like 360 no scopes with no skill.
That thing is at least funny, this one. Bro. What is this, Warzone?
What the heck? Okay, this right here. I'm gonna show you how reverse aim works. Alright, show me. And I can shoot
reverse aim
backwards. Okay, show me how to do it then.
That's sad.
Okay, now give me this. Oh, that's nuts, bro. So this is silent aim, right? So you can be shooting it as long as you're in your like field of view circle. The bullets will always track on it, right? Now, because of all of this hierarchy of panels, keys, resellers, and devs, a rather small vigilante-like group come in and they destroy everything. They disguise themselves as regular buyers of this cheating software, and then once they get this software in their hands, they do everything they can and spend hours to crack this software right open. They try to infiltrate this program and take over the code until it's free from its developer and there's no key needed anymore. This method is called cracking. It's the same way that people pirate very expensive programs to run on their computer for free. Editing software that I still pay for some reason. I freaking hate Premiere Pro. Now, once these guys have successfully cracked open a cheating software, they have a few options to make their own profit. First, they can just give it out for free and make the devs angry, or they can put a virus like a Bitcoin miner in the software, or they can auth swap, which means that you have to pay them to use the software else created. Normally, if a cheating software for Call of Duty is like $50 a month, the auth swapper will charge you $15 a month, and they'll start making profit from somebody else's cheat. This whole scene is very sketchy and dangerous. You can tell that everybody here is trying to hide their true identity. If Call of Duty or Activision were to try to like pursue you, and like they were really
okay,
mad.
before he talks about the getting pursued cheat developers by the actual companies, until now I watched the video and it's actually a pretty cool video. I thought it was gonna be like an obvious one. At the starting part, I think it was kind of lame. Yeah, until now it's pretty cool info that he's sharing, I think.
At you for an example, what could happen? Is what you do illegal or is it illegal?
The nature of what I do is very illegal. They do give out a lot of cease and desist to people, especially major companies. Like there's a lawsuit engine owning, there's a bunch of cease and desist with other companies that they have to take down everything. You have to take down your social platforms, you have to take down everything. They bring a letter to your door with all your emails, your address, your name, and then you need to send them proof of how much you've made from game cheats, and that you need to take down everything. You need to take down the brand. If you don't, then that could be a lawsuit, which you would have to pay in damages. If you do go into a lawsuit, you would have to pay back. Let's say you made $1 million from their game, you would have to pay back that, and then also anything that follows after that. But yeah, it's very illegal. They do pursue people that do it, yes.
Are you like
Wait, they actually experienced that? Are they saying the cheat developers? But they're still cheat developing? I don't know that part, but like it sounds like they actually know what happens whenever they get pursued. Obviously, the game developers, the big ass company like CSGO or Activision will know the info about the cheat developers somehow. I guess like they are also like white hat hackers, or maybe the insider guy chose to like actually share the info about the cheat developers, or they are big ass companies and cheat developers are gonna be like indie size, obviously. So they do get pursued and they do get like almost lawsuit, but they get the lawsuit after they kind of talk to each other, and then like that's kind of interesting. I didn't know about that. I mean, I thought about it. It's gonna be like that, but like actual dude talking about it is, I never knew about it.
Like an anxious.
It's super illegal.
It's very illegal. They do pursue people that do it, yes.
Are you like an anxious person? I'm not sure how to even ask this question. Like, how does it feel to be you?
I do get a bit anxious, but honestly, I've been going strong for a long time, so I don't think that.
I mean, bro, everybody is anxious with their life, and you gotta be strong with your life. You go through difficult times. You just do a presentation in front of your class, and you get anxious. I don't know why is that even a question, but
They didn't even pursue me at all, to be honest. Me personally, I've been doxxed one time, and that was by a provider that's also my competitor. A lot of competitors do dox, and they try to bring down other businesses to bring customers to them. They also, I do know some send programs to Activision to get those cheats detected so they come to you.
literally, look at that, how pathetic they are. I mean, I guess like big ass companies do that too to like fight their competitors off. But look at how pathetic they are. Like I had a similar situation in my Discord. There was a dude who's trying to make a streamer a cheater, even though the guy who was accusing a streamer was the freaking cheater. Like, look at their mindset. It's so pathetic.
Definitely a real thing in the cheating community. It happens a lot more often than you think. Any provider can slip up and boom, they're on DocSpin, they're on stuff like that. They do hire private investigators. To my knowledge, this happened to like a couple buddies of mine. They do that a lot often than you think. A lot of providers quit or stop selling cheats because of Activision. So Activision is very strict about it, but then again, it's not really hard to get away with it. Like me, myself, I've been here for years.
Questions now. So
that's kind of interesting mention from the cheat developers though. I know a lot of people talk about like Call of Duty or is it CSGO or whatever, the Activision game. People say, oh, there's so many cheaters and they don't do anything, but they actually do something, and the cheat developers actually give up from what this video says. I mean, I cannot believe the cheat developers interview or the YouTube video itself, obviously, but like it's kind of interesting that they do that.
First off, if you've been doxxed before, how are you still here and how haven't you gotten like anything happen to you?
I actually had to leave the country for a couple months. Like
what?
4 or 5 months, 6 months maybe. Until I actually found a new place to stay. I sold the place I was staying at until I finally was able to move back safely without anybody knowing who I am again. And I had to go under a new alias. I used to live with like family before I left.
And you're freaking interviewing this guy?
Country. Well, I used to tell them, if you guys see people at the door, let me know.
And one of the best and easiest ways to remain anonymous yourself that you could actually benefit from is today's sponsor, Private Internet Access.
Of course. All right.
Real IP address. Kernel level cheating isn't the only type of cheat that there is. Matter of fact, the only reason I even had the idea to make this video is because of a 17-year-old subscriber of mine that emailed me and showcased a cheat that he made by himself for Fortnite that locks onto players using only AI. This AI model detects where the players are and moves your mouse towards them using a Windows API call. Now this is very different from a kernel level cheat because it all runs on top of your game as a second mouse, if that makes sense. It's not actually changing any of the game's code, and it can only see what you can see.
I go under the alias of iRuin Games, and I develop AI-powered game cheats. They don't require any memory access whatsoever. They're basically a recording software that instead of saving the recording to a file, it sends it directly to an object detection AI, and that AI goes and then performs calculations to determine where you should move your mouse, and then moves your mouse accordingly in-game using the Windows API, which is completely undetectable.
So your cheats are different because they're not working on a kernel level of your computer. It's just on the top surface level scanning with AI.
Exactly. Except for getting my actual process manually banned, there's no way to really detect it or have issue to filter them out the way you could with kernel cheats.
So they can't really make a patch or fix what you're doing.
Yeah, they could definitely do some more security measures, but if they made it so only authorized recording softwares could go, then maybe only closed source recording softwares like OBS would be allowed, and that causes issues because privacy concerns or also like compatibility issues. Maybe some recording softwares don't work as well on certain people's computers or whatever. So they can't like ban unauthorized recording software. When it comes to the Windows API, they can't really ban calls to the Windows API because there's also legitimate uses for that as well.
So how old are you?
I'm 17.
Are you still in school?
Yep, I'm in high school. I'm a senior year of high school. I typically spend the entire school day coding on my laptop, and I'm not a geek, by the way. I could still have a social life, but when I'm sitting in class rather than...
Bro, I don't know why you're saying that, 17-year-old cheater. That sounds like you're a geek. Saying that I'm not a geek, I actually have a social life. I mean, props on him, like working out something in his life. It would be way nicer if he's not working on cheat developing. But I still talk to the girls. I'm not a geek. I don't know. That's funny.
You know, math questions or whatever. I'm just coding and getting ready for the next update.
And has anybody been banned while using this cheat?
I've been doing it for about 3 months. And once again, out of all of my 60 plus users, I have never had a single person ever get detected or day banned. Nothing. Never. But, I don't think that if you're a pro or if you're aspiring pro, you should ever use a kernel cheat because of the fact that you could...
Like, it can be them not getting caught, but at the same time, I'm kind of thinking that because it's just a small user, the Fortnite game devs are not really caring that much. You guys saw like the big cheat developers getting pursued like crazy and then get caught, right? They got doxxed or they got like lawsuit or whatever, but this kid is like proud of himself, like not getting caught. But it's more likely they're not getting punishments because they're just a small scale yet. They have like too many other big ass cheat developers to deal with. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe he's actually getting away with it. Maybe.
The only really like negative of the cheat that you've made is that it can only see what you can see. It can't give you the X-ray vision and wall hacks and stuff.
Yes, that, and also that it's hosted on your computer. So theoretically, we could get manual banned, but literally I just drop a next update and it's unbanned.
Now there is one method I haven't explained yet, and it's so important that if I don't tell you what this method is, it's as if I never even made this video at all. It's called DMA. It's most likely what your favorite Twitch streamer is using, as they claim they just pinged somebody through a wall. This is the most overkill, extreme method of cheating possible. It requires 2 computers and $500 worth of physical equipment. The hack doesn't even happen on your computer. Everything happens external, making it near impossible. Almost like you can never get banned. So you probably didn't know this, but when you're playing a video game like Fortnite or Warzone, for an example, the location of every single player, the distance between you and them, the character data, the health level, their body movements, all of this stuff is actually stored on your computer as you're playing the game. I mean, it has to be stored somewhere, right? The idea of an anti-cheat is to hide and protect this data that's already on your own computer from yourself. That's where a DMA comes in. It's a little card that costs about $130 and it plugs into the PCIe port of your computer. Now this is able to anonymously read all of the data on your computer while not even being detected as a device by your PC at all. It has no clue it's even there. That's only assuming you've purchased and flashed custom firmware on it made by the hacker who's selling you the cheat, which cost about $150 just for that firmware. Now, that DMA card plugs in via USB to a second computer or a laptop where the cheats are actually taking place. Now, this second PC plugs into something called a KM box. This is a little physical mouse adapter, as you would say. It's actually doing all of the aimbotting and, soft aiming for you. This box costs about $40 and it's especially useful for games like Valorant that don't allow you to have 2 mice plugged in at your computer.
I mean, for me, this is like the 4th video that DMA is being talked about is such a big deal. But as far as I know, this has been done from like ages ago.
At the same time, which is actually how a lot of these cheats really work. You'll have your real mouse. Like
actually, Suddenly Toast was the first time I actually learned about this,
for an example, and then the cheating software creates a virtual mouse to assist you in aiming, basically, and aimbotting for you. Now this box totally tricks out the software like Valorant, for an example, and makes it look like you just got one Logitech mouse and that's it. And the final device is a fuser. This combines your real gameplay from PC1 with your hacked overlay from PC2 and it puts it on top, and then it sends this signal via HDMI to your main monitor. This costs about $180 and it makes it so that you're able to still see everybody through walls, while the anti-cheat software on your computer can only see the genuine game. So in case they want to go ahead and take a screenshot, which actually a lot of anti-cheats do, like Call of Duty at Ricochet, but it sucks. You're actually, they can't see that. They think you're just a regular gamer and they don't know that you can see everybody else through a wall.
So this is why I talk about you need to check the gameplay of the players, which is the last stage of taking anti-cheat or like catching the cheaters. The gameplay behavior cannot change by using just cheats. Like, you can literally see them like randomly aiming at a dude perfectly on the site, or randomly finding a good loot. I bet anti-cheats actually can detect that too, not by only looking into the DMA or like the secured data that's being breached or whatever.
This is why some live streamers actually have a monitor camera. So it's a camera that points at your physical monitor so they know that you're not cheating. But in reality, maybe you're not able to see guys through walls if that's the case. Some people actually, and believe it or not, they use a local hosted IP address website. They log in on their phone and they keep their phone on the desk. And that's like a little mini map showing everybody in real time that they're playing
talk about the glasses?
their game. So they can just glance down and see everybody instantly. So what? They can't see somebody through a wall. They can still use all of the...
He doesn't talk about the glasses. Now there's like Google glasses that you can use a DMA cheat.
Tools that I mentioned previously in this video. They can still be aimbotting, they can still be soft aiming, they can do all of these stuff, just turn off the UI and it works the same way that it does. And after paying $500, the final cost is going to be about $60 a month for the actual cheating software that's running on your second PC. Now the cost for a Valorant cheating software costs about $80 a month. It's more because the anti-cheat that Riot has created called Vanguard is the best anti-cheat that there is. So it's $20 more a month. It's still crackable. Like, I mean, it's still working great. Now, to buy the lifetime version of these hacks, Fortnite is about $700 and Valorant cost about $900. That would mean that you're covered for as long as the developer is alive. One of the first DMA cheaters had an interview with me via his spokesperson, and he told me exactly how much money he makes per month. So how lucrative is it?
So wait. The guys who talked about the cheat developers until like who got caught by Activision or whatever aren't DMA cheaters, just the normal cheaters then? So this guy is the DMA cheater developer? Oh my god!
To develop video game hacks.
So he makes around 40k a month, mostly from Fortnite. There's like some Valorant sales. If there's a lot of Fortnite tournaments, more people will buy it so they can play.
Guys, don't feel bad about... I mean, I'm sorry for saying this. This guy literally said some cheat developers make like 40k for months, right? But if you think about the criminals and the scammers, freaking scammers out there who scams like grannies, grandpas, and then make like... They make like billions a month or whatever, like whatever the number you guys want. It's always like, boom, they get 40k months. I mean, if you're a freaking criminal, I bet you make a lot of money, yeah. Like, I don't think it's like super surprising thing. I get it. For the first time, whenever I heard it was surprising, and I was like, what the am I doing? Like, I'm making YouTube videos, I'm barely like paying my bills. But if you think about it again, it's literally like you work 9 to 5 and then you watch like a video, a news about, oh, the car earn like freaking 50k per day. And I'm like, bro, why am I working hard? I gotta be on a hotel or something like that. It's similar to that, what's happening. It sucks, I know, but it's just a general IRL thing happening. And at the same time, I gotta tell you guys this at least, but the cheat developers have less risk or less consequences compared to the hotels or whatever. So less risk, high reward, I guess. God it. Yeah, I mean, the guys who said like they got caught by Activision, they did get some consequences, but compared to what the actual criminals do, is not big of a consequence. So it's like the perfect crime business model. I mean, it's still a crime. You guys deciding to do a crime is already like a kind of low human level. I'll be real, if I could make 40k a month selling cheese, I would. Yeah, exactly, people might do that, but it's still a crime. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's just that. And if you won't accept the normal moral part and just be like, I can make $40k and I'll just sell cheese, that's already like kind of a low... Like, you're just like admitting that, you know what, I can make $40k by robbing the bank. I will do that. Like, it's something like that, in my opinion. It's almost like scams most of the time and they don't get caught. Exactly. And also, guys, whenever somebody boasts about how much money they make, they always talk about literally the best time he ever had, or maybe even exaggerated. Don't believe it full send. I mean, it can be true. I would say I make like gajillion dollars from YouTubing, you know, but it can be very likely a lie. And at the same time, I might be just talking about the good old days. Nowadays, I get like $1 per YouTube video or something like that.
to make money. This is how DMA cheating works. The first device I'll show is a fuser. This overlays what's on the laptop onto the main screen, which is from this computer. So without the fuser, you just see what you would normally see, HDMI 1 only. But with the fuser, it overlays the cheat, which is this menu, for example, and then it would have the ESP if I was in game. And the next thing I'll show is a KM box. It plugs into both PCs. It acts as a virtual mouse, but it's like a physical device, so it can't get detected. This is for aimbot and for triggerbot. And then the third device is the DMA card, which is in here. It's connected to my motherboard's PCIe slot.
Now people usually...
He just said motherboard, but I suddenly heard it like I bought it with my mom's money or something like that. I kind of feel like that's happening, but it might be not right. I might be wrong, but it sounds like he bought all those gadgets with his mom's money. Who knows?
We think that it's worth paying for all these hacks because not only are they almost guaranteed to never get automatically banned while the manual is still possible, they actually just go into paid tournaments and they start profiting the first day that they get these hacks installed. Matter of fact, the entire tournament / ranked play scene of any video game right now is flooded with top tier cheating and DMAs. There's no point, in my humble opinion, to invest your time or your money into an online tournament if you're...
This was what I was telling. Like, some people were telling me to go to the tournament and I was like, no, not really. Like, I don't really believe in that. Like, he's talking about that, and like literally there were some cheaters who got caught using cheats in literally Tarkov leagues or like tournaments. I have a couple of videos about it.
You're playing legit, like, unless you're
and whenever they get caught, they always talk about, oh bro, I bought the wrong freaking CPU. It's a hardware banned CPU and I bought it. It was like a used CPU. I bought it. Or no, I never cheat. Why would you cheat? Why would you cheat in game? I just do it for fun. I didn't want clout. I never cheat. Same old.
So good somehow that you're better than guys with aimbot that can laser beam you across the map right at your head and hit every single bullet on target. It's just not fair and it's not practical. But what if you did get banned for cheating? Well, these hackers have thought of that as well, and they have their own solution. When you get banned from the game, they'll take note of your hardware ID and the game company will ban it permanently. Your hardware ID, think of it like a driver's license for your computer, and it is not easy to change. Now, some cheating softwares actually spoof your hardware ID while you're cheating, so that if the game tries to ban you, they'll only ban the spoofed ID and not your real computer, so you just make a new one and it's over. But if your real hardware ID does get banned, it's somewhat of an issue. You either have to buy a new motherboard and swap it out, or you have to follow like a 6-hour long instruction tutorial that these hackers actually sell in their Discord server. Apparently, never tried it before, but you have to go and factory reset Windows and follow so many steps in your BIOS and TPM, turn on and off, all this crazy stuff just to get back to playing Fortnite or Valorant. And the reason I say Fortnite and Valorant and not Call of Duty is because Ricochet is so bad that these cheats actually have something called an AC blocker or an anti-cheat blocker. It basically, at a very simple level, turns off the anti-cheat on your computer.
Bro, they put this much effort to freaking cheat, and whenever they get caught, they say this. It's just a game. It's just a game. Why would I cheat? It's just a game. He literally spent like freaking $1,000 to cheat, and then they say, it's just a game.
So they can't ban you even if they wanted to.
An anti-cheat blocker, it's sold everywhere. It's basically just blocking the game from communicating with the anti-cheat. So you can completely block the anti-cheat if you really want to. So you don't need to temp spoof. You don't need to permanently change your hardware. You can just block the anti-cheat with whichever provider sells an anti-cheat blocker.
Don't they have some sort of code that's written where if Call of Duty is ran and Ricochet is not linked, the game should like break or not start? How is it that easy to bypass?
So if they have, the game communicates with their anti-cheat driver, you can basically spoof that the anti-cheat driver is running to the game, and the game will see that there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, I was considering even doing like COD tournaments on my channel and like having live streams of it and stuff. Then after
you are going to get a hell of a lot of cheaters.
After I looked into this community, I'm so straight on that. I'm gonna just drop that idea right away. What's your take on the ethics as far as cheating goes? Do you believe it's bad? Do you believe they have a point there or no?
I do think cheating is bad. It's very unfair for other players that are trying to play.
I hate these cheat developers, or like there was literally a guy who was like a cheat community manager guy who come into my stream and I hate cheaters, but I help them cheat. I'm like, what the f are you talking about, bro? You literally make money out of it. You're literally saying, I hate scammers, but I scam people to make money. You know what? Like, I can't do anything else. I just scam, you know? Literally saying that crime is bad, but I just crime because, you know, what else I can do? Like, what the f is this hypocrite? I hate hearing these kind of stuff from the cheaters or cheat developers or whatever the f they are.
the game, but everybody does it. Pro players does it. Everyone does it. So
Again, it's the excuses that everyone does it. Everyone does it. So everybody crimes. Everybody's a criminal. I'm gonna be a big criminal too. So genius, right? Bro, why do they all have the same ass freaking statement and excuses? Like, I don't know, man. Am I too like acting innocent?
people naturally just do it because everybody does it.
After doing all of this research and speaking to all of these game developers and cheaters, gaming at its current moment is not fair, and it probably won't be for a very long time. The game developers hire corporations worth millions of dollars to prevent cheating for them. That's their only task. Don't let anybody cheat. They probably have employees on salary, they have bosses, they have supervisors. These guys probably clock in at 9 to 5 and probably studied computer science and cybersecurity for so many years in college and got their master's degree, all to get annihilated by a 17-year-old high school kid. Once you start...
No, it's not like that. He doesn't talk about... I mean, I appreciate the video. It's pretty fun and it was like pretty informative too. I like it overall. But like, he doesn't talk about the anti-cheat developers side, like such as like ban waves or anything. He's just like, you know, saying that the anti-cheat developers are like getting smacked. I hope his intention is not like that, but he's literally ego boosting the cheat developers and cheaters for them. Because of that, I don't think this is a good video. Let's listen to the end. Let's listen to the end because I changed my opinion from here. It's a bad video or something like that, and on the middle I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty good video, and then the ending I really don't like it. He's saying like the cheaters are smashing the games, they're winning. Like, I don't know, maybe he's right because I'm not the cheat developer or I'm not an anti-cheat like guy, but as far as I experience, I don't agree with it. It's just like cheaters keep saying it and then he's believing in it and saying it to his whole freaking million subscriber audience. I don't think it's a good thing. Let's watch it a little
Cheating
more.
in a video game, you lose the enjoyment permanently. It's just not fun anymore. I used to cheat in Minecraft and I stopped playing the game because of it. I haven't played...
Of course he's a cheater too! Okay, what? Cheat in Minecraft? Wait, what? In online?
PvP or Hunger Games in any of those servers because I can't go back to playing like a regular of it. I haven't played PvP permanently. It's just not fun anymore. I used to cheat in Minecraft and I stopped playing the game because of it. I haven't played PvP or Hunger Games in any of those servers because I can't go back to playing like a regular...
He doesn't exactly mention it, but he said he cheated before. So he's like a little bit more siding to the cheater. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, bro. The video is great, but like your last statement and you're saying you're a cheater, very likely online cheating because he's talking about Hunger Games or the PvP in Minecraft, right? So he definitely cheated on that. Who knows? But I'm at least I'm gonna think like that.
Person after I've been able to see people through walls and do an aimbot trick shot across the map and knock somebody out with my bow and arrow. I just can't be a regular player anymore after I've been stained by these cheats. I used to cheat in RuneScape. I used to have a botting farm with maybe 2 or 3 accounts. They all got chain banned. I was an idiot as a kid. But how could I ever go back to just mining rune ore or cutting down huge...
Bro, Minecraft PvP cheat doesn't sound like that old time ago. I get the RuneScape part. This guy is a very previous cheater. Very...
trees for 7 hours a day after I have this bot do it for me. I just can't ever go back to playing the game like a regular person. The enjoyment that I had when I first started is gone. So if you love the game, my personal opinion, my personal advice is to not cheat in it. Thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe.
You know what? I'll remove the dislike because he does say please do not cheat. At least on the last part. At least I don't think a lot of people will actually watch it till the end. Not a lot of people do that. If a dude is like 1 million subscriber level, they usually have like millions of view videos. Bruh, you're a cheater though. Anyways, he didn't advise anything. He was just trying to like send out the info. He's not advising anything. He does say to stop cheating at the end, but all of it was like an informative video and then trying to be like, oh, well, how the cheat works or whatever. I learned a couple of things and it was pretty interesting on some parts, but like him being a cheater and also like saying please stop cheating and the game is being crushed by cheaters, which I don't think that's like 100% true. Maybe it's bit because like for example, Cyclone Frontier kind of died off because of the cheaters, what I heard. I'm not sure about it obviously because I'm not Cyclone Frontier developers or enthusiasts. Yeah, pretty interesting video. I like the final verdict for not cheating, but that he's like a previous cheater. So yeah, what do you guys think about the video? I don't know, maybe he's not gonna like my reactions and then like he's gonna take down my video maybe. And if you guys like these kind of reaction content, please leave a like. And if you wanna check out my videos as quick as possible, put on the notification button on. And also, if you wanna check out my live stream, check out the VeryBadSCAV bio link. If you wanna check other videos, check out the video list on the screen. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.